All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, Dolphins United. Y'all already know what it is. This is the review of the Dolphins-Pats game. Let's go. This was an ugly win, but an ugly win is still way prettier than a pretty loss. All right, we're going to take this win. We're going to run up out of there, out of Gillette Stadium. We're going to go ahead, come back down to Miami, and we're going to enjoy our week until we got the Buffalo Bills next. All right, now we are number one in the division. We're number one, 1-0. Everybody else is 0-3. That ain't finna hold up, possibly. Based on what I've seen in the game anyway, yeah. Ugly win. All right, well, we'll take it. I ain't mad at no ugly wins now, because a win's a win, a win is a win is a win. All right, so I'm going to take the win. Now, some of y'all will probably be like, or probably like, DP, where you been at? My fault, guys. I was on vacation. I was out there in Vegas and in Cali last week, the whole week, enjoying my time. I am refreshed, was not able to put out a video only because I ran out of space on my phone. All right, I had so much other videos I was taking of moments that happened on the trip. Went to the Grand Canyon, blah, 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 all that stuff. All right, so went to see all of what you could see. All right, in LA and in Las Vegas or near Las Vegas, because we went to Hoover Dam and things like that. So I had a lot of videos, locked up my storage, couldn't put out a video because in order to put out a video, you need a certain amount of storage. I was not able to do that. So I couldn't come out with a preview. If I was to come out with a preview, I was thinking that we would either win by 10 or it'll be a real close win or loss, okay? Like, I felt like they weren't going to blow us out. But we could win by 10 or it would be a real close game like it was, all right? Like a 3-point win. I had it 20-17, either them or us winning. It was 16-17, us winning. All right, so thought it was going to be a close game. Thought we were going to be able to do some things to Mac Jones that he hadn't seen yet. We'll get into all that. First and foremost, what I usually like to do is I like to give out rounds of applause. And this year we're adding blank stares. All right, now I've done the blank stares in the past. I just never had an actual name for them. So rounds of applause, you did good. Blank stares, you didn't do so good, all right? Now, let's go ahead and start out with the round of applause. It ain't that many, all right? It really ain't. It really ain't. Round of applause. Xavier Howard. The man's a beast, bro. Let's just call it what it is. They didn't throw at him much. They didn't target him much. He did his thing. Proud of my dog. Pay the man. All what you want to say. He sealed that game for us. They was on their way to probably scoring a touchdown. At worst, getting a field goal, they got nada, zero. All right, they didn't get nothing because X went in there, punched that ball out, and recovered the fumble himself. Get a man his money. But he ain't just an interception machine, guys. He a turnover machine. Turnovers follow him. That's the type of guy you want to have on your squad. I love what I've seen from him. Round of applause. Devontae Parker. I'm going to have to give that man a round of applause, too, because he did what he was supposed to do. Showed up in the game. He made contested catches, made nice slant catches as well. Love what I saw from him. Great game to me, all right? It wasn't a perfect game. He didn't have over 100 yards, but he showed up. And that's all I can ask from the man, all right? So I'm going to give him his props. That's it for the offense, okay? Well, no, that's it for the rounds of applause because I did offense and defense. All right, so now, blank stares. All right, I got a couple to give out. Eichenberg. Can they please go back to Austin Jackson? Now, I'm not saying Austin Jackson's better than, way better than Eichenberg, but I need him back up in there. All right, let's just put him back up in there. Yeah, you tried it, Eichenberg. That ain't it just yet. All right, we need to put your boy back up in there, and we'll give you some more practice time. Just practice a little bit more. Practice just a little bit more for me. All right. Rest of the offensive line when it came to the running game. That don't make no sense to me, man. All right, y'all all get a blank stare because we didn't do nothing worth noting. Now, there was a couple cutback lanes and there was a few good runs here and there, but not enough. All right, it wasn't enough. Rush defense. What's wrong with y'all? All right? What's wrong with y'all? That don't make no sense. Rush defense just Swiss cheese, bro. Next week, we got Josh Allen coming up in there. You think he ain't finna try to run all over us, man? We let up 100 yards rushing, all right, to Damian Harris. Now, I'm not saying Damian Harris is a scrub or anything like that. He's a really good back from Alabama as well. Played with Tua back in the day. But come on now, if this is an area that we're supposed to be getting better at, I don't see it. All right, I don't see it. And that at this point, I don't know why we let go of McKinney if this is what we're supposed to be doing. All right, I really don't know why we let go of Bernard McKinney. I don't get it because what we look like right now is what we look like before we had him. All right, so it looks like we should have just kept the man instead of letting him go. Pay the man whatever pennies you was gonna pay him because he would have been better on the team than off the team at this point. He's probably laughing at us right about now. All right, I'm a little agitated when it comes to that because I know what we got to come in next week. All right, now it might be a whole different game next week. I don't know, but based on what I just watched with my two eyes, they're gonna run all over us next week, and that's gonna be a problem. Okay, it's gonna be a problem. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the biggest thing we need to talk about throughout the whole game. All right, Tua versus that defense, Mac Jones versus our defense. Let's start off with Mac Jones. Mac Jones looked great. Okay, Mac Jones looked like he belonged. That's all you can ask for the man. He made big throws. He killed us every time we blitzed him. He knew where the blitz was coming from, threw at the blitz, which is what you're supposed to do, which means if they're blitzing from the right side, you throw to the right side because if they're blitzing, that means that they have one less man over there to cover. He knew exactly what we were doing every time we did it. He did little nuances like dummy snap counts that got either the linebackers to move up, showing that they were blitzing, or the cornerback, or them to move back, showing that they weren't blitzing so he could attack us. These little things that he was doing to us showed that he really studies. He's really in the playbook. He knew what he needed to do. He's up here with it. He's mental with it. All right? Now, I believe Tua can be up here with it, mental with it, but he ain't at the level that Mac Jones is starting out in his rookie year. Tua can get there, but these are two different types of quarterbacks when it comes to up here and how they learn offense, okay? Tua's more hands-on. It seems like Mac Jones just needs to be able to process it through his brain and then be able to put it out on the field. The man was phenomenal. He did a great job. I have nothing bad to say about him. With that being said, he outplayed Tua today. He outplayed him. Plain and simple. Outplayed Tua. Now, we won the game, and I'm happy about the win. Love the win. But Tua got outplayed by Mac Jones and that offense. All right? And that's just point blank period. Whether it was drop passes on our side, whether it was a line that can't block as well as Mac Jones' line can block, or whether it was Tua being inaccurate or making bad decisions or holding on to the ball too long, we just didn't do what Mac Jones did for his offense from Tua. We didn't get that, all right? We didn't get what that production was on the other side. Tua wasn't horrible, but Tua wasn't great, all right? Now, Tua needs to be taking a step forward. He took a few steps forward in certain areas. I like that he's throwing deep more. He was more aggressive. That one, the Devontae Parker, that he threw on the right sideline, that's not a pass Tua would have thrown last year, okay? The guy was covered. He threw it up. He gave Parker a chance to bring it down, and that's exactly what Parker did. Loved it. The pass to Wilson, perfect throw, all right? Mills just made a better defensive play. Can't say anything bad about that. If you want to nitpick, you could say it could have been more to the outside and towards the pylon, but it was a perfect throw. Wilson didn't have to break stride, so it was a perfect throw. All right? He got Waddle involved, had some nice connections with Waddle. Things like that were good. The interception, bad play. Yes, he said that he was trying to throw that ball out of bounds. But we've seen Tua try to throw the ball out of bounds and get intercepted before as well. All right, this is not the first time. He did it last year against the Rams, and he did it against somebody else where he was trying to throw the ball out of bounds, and he almost got intercepted against the Rams. And this time he actually got intercepted trying to do that. Just take the sack, bro. All right, now it's a learning thing. He'll learn from it. Just take the sack. But earlier in the game, he did almost the same type of thing again, throwing into coverage, trying to avoid a sack, and almost got intercepted. We can't have dumb plays. We can't. All right, we're not in position. We're not a team that's going to be scoring 30 points a game where you could give a play away. That ain't us. We're going to scrap. We're going to win games close. We might get to 24, 27 points. We got to take care of the football. All right, and for the most part, we did that. We have an opportunistic defense. We're the same type of defense as we were last year. Bend, don't break. We're going to let you all the way down to the 20-yard line. You might get a field goal. You rarely will get a touchdown. And you might not get no points at all. All right, that's just the way we play at this point. We don't capitalize, though, on the offense when we take turnovers. So that has to be addressed. And we've got to do a better job of making momentum plays throughout the game rather than just the first series of the first quarter and then the first series of the second half. We got to do a little bit better than that. All right, now, those are things that have improved because we usually start slow. We started a little faster. But in between those, it just looked like we were inconsistent and we need to be a little more consistent. That's my thought. I'm not saying Tua's a bust because Tua's not a bust. All right, he didn't look like a bust today. He just didn't look like he was on Mac Jones level, which that is beyond me. All right, that's not supposed to happen. We'll see what happens next week. Yes, it's the Buffalo Bills. I would love to beat the Buffalo Bills to go 2-0. I'm a realistic person. I am an optimistic person, but I am a realistic person as well. I don't see it yet. All right, now I'm going to wait throughout the week. I'm going to do my little studies and, check my little analytical stuff and everything like that, and then I'll give you a breakdown Friday or Saturday of how I actually feel the game is going to go, but it ain't looking good. All right, now I'm just going to keep it 100 with y'all. That's what I like to do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. Please put it in the comments below what your thoughts were of the game. Let's go back and forth about it. If there's anything you disagree with, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment as well. I'll holler at y'all later. Fins up till we die. Y'all already know what time it is. See y'all in the next one.